title of our prototype is really description. We didn't come up with these nice, clever names that the others did. We called it Monitor, Search, and Create, because these are the three main components of what we're doing. Our problem statement is people need to find what's going on at the U of interest to them, but the content creators have a hard time distributing content efficiently and effectively. The description of our prototype is a stream of unified events, articles, and features that are displayed or hidden according to my profile data. Some of the design features are, it doesn't matter who made it or what it is, if it relates to me, it's there. So trying to make sure that all of the different content creators around campus, that I can get at all of that stuff. If it doesn't relate to me, it's smart enough not to show it to me in the first place. Anybody can use this to create something and to share it, and I'll explain what create means in a moment. The system matches the real-world process, how we actually do our functions and our work, and that includes management privileges, approvals, all these different pieces of a process that we might do. Some stuff in our stream of information can require action, and so they stick around, and I'll explain that in a moment too, and make sure they get addressed. And then the creation process is API based, so other tools and people can work with it and grow with it. So what that means is that while it's customizable by you personally, but it's also going to go through an evolution from the whole smarts of the campus. So there's evolution happening personally, what I want to make, but also the whole campus is sort of redesigning this whole thing over time. So our main splash page or whatever that you would log into, the main body of it would be what we're calling the monitor. It would be a stream, feeds, whatever you might want to call that. Some of these are action items, that, like notifications, and they stay there until you dismiss them. This would pull in information from email, from RSS feeds, from I don't know what were some of the others, your calendar, different articles, other people's work that you're interested in, whatever gets fed into this feed, so that your splash page, you're always getting this information, what's current at the U today that I need to know about. So that's the big piece of it. But the other, and this, the other big piece is the search, and you'll be able to search calendars or courses or the experts or the content of the whole U, and so that would be a fairly advanced search. We'll just take from what the previous group did with that. And then the third piece of it is what we're calling create, and that's really doing your work. And this transparent would be an overlay that would when you click the create button or whatever, you would get a number of different possible functions for doing your work, and these would be customized as you use them. Whatever's most important to you would come to the top. Some of the examples are the content management system, if you need to input web content, if you need to send email, if you need to create a video, if you need to make your profile, if you need to make a help ticket for something, if you want to suggest improvements. So there's a lot of different functions and things that you can create, and you would get at all of those from these buttons, and there would be lots of options there. But this is all linked. Like, let's say you click on this promote event button. You're somebody that sets up events. You click on that, you would get this whole page, which would link you to dining services and room reservations, so you could set that up, something to help you create your invitation list and go off to Lyris and send out your mass email to promote it. You might need cost approvals and whatever else, and that if you request cost approvals, well, that links back up to your action item, so you're going to make sure you get approval for that. Or you'll also get this wizard to put in all the information about the event. What's the title? What's the location, description, whatever. And all of that information would feed back into this, whatever calendars, whatever way, news feeds or whatever, so that there's always You know, instead of all these miscellaneous calendars all over the place, it would all get fed to the right person and through the right place. So there's connections between a lot of these. You build your profile, and all that information feeds back into what you get. And, you know, the PeopleSoft information and so on, everything feeds into what you get here, and that gets customizable and change over time.
I'd like to add one.
What did I miss?
That was great. I wanted to describe this one in more detail because it's bigger than the rest. Why? We have expanded this one. Let's say you tapped on it, right? And it's got options. I want to mention that this invitation, Ice Cream with the President, is showing up as an example of these two features because it's showing up only if it matters to me for what I do. This is an ice cream event intended for staff at the U, so it went out to staff. But it's only showing up on my stream if I'm available during the time of this event. It's smart enough to go, oh wait, you're busy that afternoon. I'm not going to show it to you. But if I'm free, I get the invitation, and I can decide if I want to add it, invite others, or ignore. If I click ignore, I get to say why I'm ignoring it. Ignore ice cream events, ignore stuff from Eric Kaler, ignore anything that's sent out to all staff. Like, describe it so it can learn from me and do a better job in the future.
Great. Anything else I missed?
I was just going to say there's a few things on there that are a little bit less like things that we're normally seeing.
Here, why don't you come up?
So for instance, I mean, so this stream could be a lot of different things that we're not normally used to seeing coming into our inbox. So maybe there's a Google Doc that you've sort of you've told the system that when this document is updated or this Google site is updated, I want to get a notification, like maybe my boss finished the budget summary or whatever, and that's become available to me, so I want to go and see that now. Or it could be linking to the CRM system. It could be that a contact record that I'm assigned to has had some activity on it, so I want to be able to see that information coming into the stream as well. So it could be pretty open in terms of whatever things that you want to monitor could be set up so that they would flag you when something has happened to that item. Right.
Anything else you want to elaborate on?
Great. Well, thank you.
Thanks.